equation tangent plus equals to cotangent can be written. Okay, so first of all, we use the compound angle formula for tangent in the MF19 because we have tangent plus. We use the sign on top, plus, plus, minus. So we have tangent plus tangent over 1 minus tangent tangent. And then on the right side, cotangent is actually 1 over tangent. This is not in the MF19. So we replace cotangent with 1 over tangent. This is what we get on the right. And then use a calculator. Tangent 60 degrees is √3. And then we cross multiply. So when we cross multiply this times this, we're going to get tangent squared plus √3 tangent. And when we multiply this times this, we get 2 minus 2 √3 tangent. And then we move everything to the left here. So subtract 2 from both sides and add 2 √3 tangent to both sides. 1 plus 2 is 3, so we have 3 √3 tangent. Next part, solve. So previously we know that we can rearrange this or into this. Okay, so we are solving this quadratic in tangent. So use the quadratic formula in the MF19, identify the A and the B and the C, and the X in this case is tangent theta. Plug in everything into the formula and use a calculator. If you use your calculator, you're gonna get this. So we have two possibilities. Tangent theta can be the one with the positive and the other solution with the negative. So from here, first of all, use your calculator. Make sure you know whether this is positive or negative. So actually this is something positive and this is something negative. To find the base angle, we use inverse tangent something positive. So in this case, we just use inverse tangent this guy. We get 19.8 degrees. And for this, when we use inverse tangent, we gotta use minus this guy here because we need to find the base angle in the first quadrant. So if we don't use minus, we're gonna get the fourth quadrant angle, negative 79.8. Okay, and then we look at the domain. It says here the theta is between 0 and 180. We use degrees in the first two quadrants. So from this domain, we use the fact that in the first quadrant everything is positive, and in the second quadrant the tangent is negative. Okay, we can only use the first and the second quadrant because of this domain. So since this is positive, this must be in the first quadrant. There's no other options. So tangent is only positive in the first quadrant or third quadrant. So in this case, we cannot use third quadrant. We can only use first quadrant. So it's just the base angle. And since the tangent value here is negative, we can only use the second quadrant. So in this domain, we can use only the second quadrant. And second quadrant calculation is 180 minus base angle. So 180 minus this, we get the second solution. All right, I'll see